Now, the National Assembly organized a two-day security summit. This summit brought together policymakers across the country, security agencies and federal lawmakers. Now, the summit is intended to build consensus on what must be done to solve the alarming security challenges in the country.
In the face of the escalating threats to the peace and security of our dear country, it becomes necessary to put heads together, share ideas and map out strategies to see us out through this current predicament.
Senate President Bukola Saraki setting the agenda for the National Assembly Summit on National Security. He speaks the minds of many Nigerians when he says there is no denying the horrific reality in many parts of Nigeria today. Nigeria has not had a respite from bloody clashes since December 2017. On January 1, 2018, Nigerians were greeted with news of the tragic shootings of worshippers after a New Year's church service in Rivers State by suspected cultists. Days later, more than 70 people were killed in Benue State by suspected herdsmen. This does not include those killed in Zamfara and Taraba states in farmer herdsmen and indigent settler conflicts.
The sharp increase in murderous violence over and above the relatively manageable level of insecurity that has plagued our country for some time jolted us out of any large vestiges of complacency or denial. There can be no denying the horrible reality in many parts of our country today. I say this, you cannot do it alone, and that is why we're all here to join efforts. It's all hands on deck. No one person, organization, or arm of government can single-handedly drive the hydra-headed monster of insecurity.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is mindful of the inadequacies of Nigeria's security system and how this has not helped in addressing the widespread insecurity in the country.
Every killing demeans us as a people. Every killing undermines the authority of the state. This is why the suggestion sometimes that because the president is Fulani, he has ignored the killings by herdsmen is both untrue and unfair. In any event, the herdsmen and farmer clashes resulting in death have been with us for at least 2 decades. And I've worked with him for 3 years now, and I do not know of any one issue that has given him more concern or on which he has spent more time with security chiefs as this particular issue. We cannot realistically police a country the size of Nigeria centrally from Abuja. State police and other community policing methods are clearly the way to go. Four, that we must intensify existing collaboration with our neighbors in the Chad Basin, especially border communities, to prevent the movement of small arms and in disarming armed pastoralists and bandits who go through our borders day after day.
But what are the views of lawmakers on state police?
The idea of having state police is also a way of saying, yes, indeed, that it is over-centralization will kill the nation. We can't do the same thing for over 50 years. It does not work. For over 60 years, that is time now for us to decentralize the security system, particularly the policing of the country, which remains the primary focus of government. So I think that it's now left to the National Assembly, the Senate and the House of Representatives to now take the gauntlet from there. It's like passing the buck back to us. And that also is part of what we discussed, the devolution of power. So we are going to now reject the system. We must bring this issue up on the floors of the two houses. And then, of course, we must attempt to amend the Constitution. It's a continuing process.
I will definitely kick against state police because it's anti-progressive. We are looking back when we're in the 21st century. We are supposed to look forward in a globalized world. We are still trying to go back to the Hobbesian states. We ran away from state police because they were using to coerce our people, to hold them to ransom. And we are trying to say that expenditure, public expenditure in terms of salaries and wages is becoming heavier, either at the federal or state level. And when the state government cannot even pay their state workers right now, you impose the police.